welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Today, finally, the much anticipated demolition drive reached Shaheen Bagh in South Delhi. This ideally shouldn't have been a big deal, simply because similar exercises have taken place in other parts of Delhi over the last few days and will continue to take place in other parts of Delhi over the next few days. But here is what sets Shaheen Bagh apart. In Shaheen Bagh, unlike rest of Delhi, or for that matter, the rest of the country, as soon as the bulldozers came in, people lay down in front of the machines to stop their movement. Some ladies decided to climb on top of the dozer till they were physically taken away. And finally, the local area MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party walked in and declared that if any action has to be taken by the municipal corporation, then he will take it. The MCD, before carrying out any encroachment drive, should first take the counsel and advice of Amanatullah Khan.
अब कोई अगर इंक्रोचमेंट है, ये तो पेड़ी बंधी हुई है, एक आदमी सफेद ही कर रहा है, वो पेड़ी बंधी हुई है, ये अब एक दिन पहले बांधी है, अब इसे भी मैं खुद हटवा रहा हूँ, इसे भी खुद हटवा रहा हूँ। जब यहाँ इंक्रोचमेंट है ही नहीं तो क्यों हिंदू मुसलमान करने आओ यार, ये तो बताओ। ये रोड PWD का है, अगर कहीं इंक्रोच है तो बताओ, मैं साफ करा दूंगा। ये खंबा लगा हुआ है, ये खंबा लगा हुआ है, यहाँ कौन सी सड़क चलती है, ये खुद मैंने हटवाया यहाँ से।
But here is the thing, that all of this happens, you would think that an extra constitutional blockade would invite some criticism. People would question this strong arm tactic. But no. Instead, the criticism was, why did you use the bulldozer? Why did you use the bulldozer in Shaheen Bagh? Why did you use this bulldozer only in Shaheen Bagh? And why use the bulldozer at all in Shaheen Bagh, especially at this point of time? Basically, every possible argument and defense, rather than ask the more important question. When everyone in India goes by the word of law, how can people in Shaheen Bagh physically stop any action by the state?
It is BJP which is doing vote bank politics. Whether it is only South Delhi, where are unauthorized buildings, it is only Shaheen Bagh in Shaheen Bagh, where are unauthorized buildings. Why other MCDs are silent? 80% of Delhi is unauthorized. Where the government of India can prove that they have documents of Rashtrapati Bhavan, Lal Qila, they can prove they are authorized buildings. They can't. So why they are creating such problem for the poor people? It is very unfortunate. Only South Delhi will demolish unauthorized buildings, not rest of the MCDs. There are 3 MCDs in Delhi.
बुलडोजर पर भी चल रही है पूरे देश में। शाहीन बाग में बुलडोजर, यूपी में बुलडोजर,
हर जगह। अभी आप लोगों पे भी चलेगा बुलडोजर।
आप लोगों पे भी चलेगा?
आप लोगों पे भी चलेगा।
क्या है ये, मतलब बुलडोजर चलाना सही है?
क्या सही है, क्या नहीं सही है, इस पर तो चर्चा बहुत देर तक चलेगी। अभी जो हो रहा है वो अच्छा नहीं हो रहा है, मुल्क के लिए अच्छा नहीं है।
को भी मालूम है कि शाहीन बाग एक बड़ा नाम है। जिस जगह पे आप खड़े हैं इससे महज 500 मीटर भी नहीं होगा, बहुत नज़दीक में शाहीन बाग का प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था। और चूंकि शाहीन बाग एक बड़ा नाम है, उसको डिफेम करने के लिए, उसको बदनाम करने के लिए जानबूझ करके ये बुलडोजर ड्राइव चला रहे हैं। आप अपना कैमरा लेके जाइए, वहां से लेके यहाँ तक देखिए, कहीं पर भी इंक्रोचमेंट नहीं है।
So then what are today's developments in Shaheen Bagh essentially telling us? That people there are above the law? That they are a law unto themselves? That the law of India doesn't actually apply to them? Or that they are a special breed who decide what should be done and how it should be done in their area of residence, influence and occupation? And more importantly, what is the message being sent by those politicians? The politicians who, for reasons best known to them, support this kind of special status mentality.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining us, Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of BJP, Ratan Sharda, author, Professor Dinesh Vashner, senior leader of CPI, Advocate Shahid Ali, president of United Muslims Front, Talha Amir Rashadi, spokesperson of Rashtriya Ulema Council, and Fazal Ahmad, who happens to be a local leader in Shaheen Bagh himself. I want to start actually by asking Professor Dinesh Vashner, because you're from a mainstream party. Professor Vashner, don't you think that we had this whole issue backwards? Instead of saying why is the bulldozer being used, shouldn't we be asking how are people unilaterally deciding to stop the bulldozer?
Look, Padmaja, first the question arises, why this bulldozer politics is?
No, sir.
Then I will answer your question.
Let's try and follow my chain of
bulldozer
thought.
question
Can you tell me
this
if in
bulldozer
a country any citizen or group of citizens can decide, हम नहीं चलने देंगे. Tomorrow you decide to make a little garden outside your house, and when the bulldozer comes, you gather 30 people and say, हम नहीं चलने देंगे. ऐसे कैसे? Who are you? हम नहीं चलने देंगे. Can you do that, sir?
Look, we are not against any illegal demolitions, but at the same time, this illegal demolition should not be only targeted towards the poor people and the people belonging to the minorities. It should also be targeted against those.
So, sir, in principle, let me ask you, is the left, just a second, is the left, no, because I want to make one point clear.
Let me complete.
Sir, you are, no, sir, what you are saying right now is an assumption. Purely on the issue of fact, I want to get one thing right. Is the CPI as a party supporting the removal of illegal construction / encroachment from government / public land in India?
Look, we are the law-abiding party, but law should be equal to all. Law should be equal to all. It should not be only targeted against the poor people, the ready patriwalas, the Muslims, and the minority communities and minority localities. Why not it is against the illicit communities? Do you know that 745 localities in India, in Delhi, are authorized now? They have been approved in the master plan.
Okay.
Do you know this thing, this MCD?
Yes, I do. So now let me take it one by one. So, sir, if you are a law-abiding party, how can you support the extrajudicial action by a group of people who say, हम ये नहीं होने देंगे? How do you support that?
Ma'am, we don't. Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
नहीं होने देंगे.
Support.
नहीं होने देंगे.
Illegal.
कैसे नहीं होने देंगे?
गरीबों के तुमने बस आशियाने हो जा रहे. नहीं होने देंगे अगर कभी गरीबों के अपने रोजगार हो जा रहा है.
अरे सर, आप नहीं फैसला करेंगे ना?
मोनोपोली हाउसेस के भी.
अरे मैं आपके घर के सामने बैठ के पकौड़े तलने लगूं, उसका मतलब ये थोड़ी नहीं कि आप कहेंगे हम नहीं हटने देंगे क्योंकि इस बेचारी का रोजगार खत्म हो रहा है.
Also illegal occupations in Delhi and around.
Sir,
don't tell us.
That is hardly an excuse.
You know what is illegality? I'm in politics from last 50 years. I know each and every locality very well. I know each and every market very well. I know all the settlements.
Okay, one at a time. Why am I hearing so many voices? Just Professor Dinesh Vashner. So, Professor Vashner, in your personal survey, you are saying there is no illegality in Shaheen Bagh?
There is no illegality in Shaheen Bagh.
Well, then you really should consult with the MLA of Shaheen Bagh, because today on record अमानतुल्लाह खान said यहाँ पे थोड़े से illegal construction थे मस्जिद के सामने, मैंने हटवा दिए. Point is that अमानतुल्लाह खान is saying कि ये मेरा इलाका है, यहाँ जो होगा मैं करूँगा. But how? Who is he to decide?
No,
he may be the MLA, but the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, or in this case, the South Delhi Municipal Corporation, they have done a survey. They have given a notice in April that we are going to come there on the 9th of May and carry out the activity. How can a bunch of people stop it?
So, no. Here is the catch. Did that survey has been conducted in the entire South Delhi,
Yes.
or only in those localities where poor people are living and minorities are living? We would like to know the survey.
You
Let
would?
them reveal the survey to the public.
It is revealed to
Let
the public,
South
sir.
Delhi
You
mayor
can.
reveal the public.
You
Survey
should.
to the public.
Sir, it is.
Let him advertise in the
Okay, it is very much
Let him
revealed to the
advertise in
public.
newspapers.
Let me actually, and it's really sad because as a responsible politician, you can also check this on your own, but let me tell you. Here is the schedule that was put out by the South Delhi Municipal Corporation, and they put it out with the date, by the way. 30th April, Saturday, Madanpur Khadar near Kalindi Kunj Metro Station. 4th of May.
Schedule and survey is two different
4th of May.
Padmanath,
Sir, schedule
do
not for
divert the
survey.
attention.
Just
Do
a
not
second. Let
divert
me
the
first put
topic.
out the
All
facts.
this
Professor
bulldozer
Varshney, let me put out the
politics is done to
facts.
divert the people's
Please, sir, I
attention
request you.
from the
I am
price,
unable to scream.
commodities,
So I cannot do this screaming
employment,
match.
Economic downfall of the economic scene.
Sir,
All
again, that is,
parameters of the
again, you're
economic
shifting a goalpost and giving a fallacious statement to say, oh, uski rozi roti chalti hai, wahan se mat hatao.
I'm not
That
shifting
cannot be a
goalpost.
justification
This is the
for
reality.
illegal
This is the
occupation or
reality,
construction.
Padmanath.
Now, I'll
That is the
request
problem.
silence for 30
People are
seconds
not
because I
ready to
can't shout.
realize
Let me read
all
out to
these
you the survey and the schedule for anti-encroachment activity that was put out by the South Delhi Municipal Corporation on the 28th of April. 28th of April, it was already mentioned that we are going to do this. 28th of April, they said. On the 30th of April, we will act in Madanpur Khadar. 4th of May, we will act in MB Road and Karni Singh Shooting Range. 5th of May, we will do it in Kalindi Kunj. 6th of May, we will do it in Srinivaspuri. 9th of May, we will do it in Main Road, Shaheen Bagh. 10th of May, Dharam Mandir near Gurdwara Road and surrounding area. 11th of May, Meher Chand Market. 12th of May, Dheer Sen Marg, ISKCON Temple. 13th of May, Khoda Colony and surrounding areas. Now, either you think ISKCON Temple, Madanpur Khadar, Karni Singh Shooting Range, Punjabi Bagh, all of these are minority dominated. Or you are saying that it's okay to do it in Tilak Marg, it's okay to do it in Madanpur Khadar, but don't do it in Shaheen Bagh. Why?
They are targeting the Baba, they are targeting the poor man bastis in Punjabi Bagh. They are not targeting the kotis of Punjabi Bagh. Similarly, in the main Chand market, they are not targeting the main Chand market, main shop. They are targeting the small hutments there. You please don't when some crime is committed.
So now it is about, so now it is not about Muslim dominated areas, now it is about poor people. Right. Okay.
Please.
Sanju Verma.
Yeah, initially.
Oh my
I
God,
poor
Padmaja,
people
you know,
in
it's
Muslim area.
13 minutes into the debate.
But
and
sir,
Mr.
what
Varshney has
defines
not-
a Muslim area? Either you are saying that all of these places are Muslim area. By the way, just a second, let Sanju Verma open with her initial comments, then I will come back to you, sir, with more evidence. Yes, Sanju Verma, go on.
Their politics of
Thank you. Please, Mr. Varshney, we heard you. Padmaja, I will come straight to the point. And it is as simple as this, that no less than the Supreme Court has said that it does not want its platform to be politicized when the likes of CPIM, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress took up cudgels on behalf of these illegal encroachments. Point number 2, let us be very clear that section 220, 221, 234 and 343. These are some very important sections of Delhi Municipal Corporation Act of 19. There is a Delhi Special Provisions Act of 2011. There is a Delhi Urban Shelter Improvement Board Act of 2010 and Delhi Slum Rehabilitation and Relocation Act again of 2017. One thing which is common to all acts is that they have said two things. A minimum of 5 days to anywhere between a maximum of 15 days notice has to be given.
Okay.
In this case, the South Delhi Municipal Corporation Chairman Mukesh Suryan is on record publicly saying that they had given a notice 2 weeks back. The
Okay.
second thing that all these Delhi Municipal Corporation Act and blah blah whatever I said, the second point that is made is very important with reference to a 1989 Supreme Court judgment saying that it is not for the regulator to prove that an encroachment is illegal. In many cases, suo motu action can be taken and it is for the other party. The burden of proof is on the other party, and the 1980 judgment did say that yes, hawkers deserve certain special empathy because their right to life and liberty is at stake.
Okay.
But even then, if the regulator feels that the hawker does not have a license, suo moto action can be taken after 30 days. So the limited point, to cut a long story short, is that the Delhi Municipal Corporation Act, which is the key act of 1957, clearly says that the state, the municipal councillor, the municipal commissioner has enough powers at its disposal to suo moto take down illegal encroachment, whether Amanatullah Khan likes it or not. That is not anybody's problem. The law of the land is bigger than the Shaheen Bagh Dadis.
Law of the land is biggest. Tala Rashidi. Law of the land is biggest. The law as stated by Sanju Verma. Backed by court judge.
आज जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की हियरिंग हुई है, अगर आप उसे देखें तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एमसीडी को फटकार लगाई है कि वो नोटिस क्यों नहीं देते। तो मैडम जो बात कर रही है उनका लॉजिक उसी से खत्म हो गया कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने साफ तौर पे फटकार लगाई है। यू हैव टू रीड द सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन टुडेज ऑब्जर्वेशन। आप पढ़िए, मैं आपको लिंक भेज दूंगा। मत कीजिए, बीच में मत बोलिए, मुझे बोलने दीजिए। मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला, मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला, बीच में मत बोलिए, मुझे
बोलने दीजिए उनको। तला को बोलने दीजिए। पहली बात
भेज दूंगा।
पहली बात तला लेट्स नॉट स्टेट हाफ फैक्ट्स। लेट मी टेल यू व्हाट द सुप्रीम कोर्ट डिड से। ही इज राइट इन सेइंग जस्ट अ सेकंड, ही इज राइट इन सेइंग दैट टुडे द सुप्रीम कोर्ट सेड व्हाई डोंट यू पीपल गिव प्रायर नोटिसेस, to which the SDMC said that in the case of illegal encroachment no notice needs to be given, and in the case of where you have an extension being made to a building etc, we have given prior notice. But go on Tala, बताइए।
Okay. प्रॉब्लम इससे नहीं, इलीगल इंक्रोचमेंट से। वहाँ के रेसिडेंट्स ने खुद कहा कि जो लीगल इंक्रोचमेंट्स थे हमने खुद हटा लिए लास्ट एक वीक में। याद
मतलब आप मान रहे ना कि थे, आप मान रहे ना कि थे एंक्रोचमेंट, क्योंकि प्रोफेसर वार्ष्णेय कह रहे हैं कोई एंक्रोचमेंट ही नहीं थे।
आप जहाँ रहती होंगी आपके घर के बाहर भी हॉकर्स पकौड़े बेचते होंगे, सब्जी बेचते होंगे,
तो वो हटाए जाते हैं ना। और पकौड़े वाले ही क्यों? अगर कोई अपनी बालकनी भी आगे बढ़ाता है उसकी भी बालकनी तोड़ते हैं।
मेरे पॉइंट पे आने दीजिए। तो पॉइंट ये जो ऑब्जेक्शन ये है कि 26 तारीख को बीजेपी के जो प्रदेश अध्यक्ष आदेश गुप्ता जी वो एक लेटर लिखते हैं साउथ म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन को कि शाहीन बाग के इलाके में इंक्रोचमेंट है उसे हटाया जाए। उसके बाद एमसीडी एक्टिव हो जाती है। 15 साल से दिल्ली में एमसीडी का राज है। आई वुड से दैट दिस इज नॉट एन इंक्रोचमेंट ड्राइव बट एन इलेक्शन ड्राइव।
अरे बॉस, अभी आप खुद कह रहे हो एंक्रोचमेंट है शाहीन बाग में, तो मतलब आपकी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि शाहीन बाग में अगर एंक्रोचमेंट है हम खुद से हटा लेंगे। आदेश गुप्ता ने चिट्ठी क्यों लिखी?
आदेश पे
ये हम खुद से करेंगे।
हटाया जाएगा। आदेश गुप्ता।
अरे हाउ डू यू नो दैट इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ आदेश गुप्ता दैट द ड्राइव हैज हैपेंड?
आदेश गुप्ता के लेटर पे हटाया जाएगा। दूसरी बात, 15 साल से एमसीडी वहां क्या कर रही थी? 15 साल से एमसीडी वहां क्या कर रही थी? इलेक्शन है सामने एमसीडी की, बीजेपी के पास कोई अचीवमेंट है नहीं अपना लोगों के सामने पेश करने के लिए। तो पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ
पिछले एक साल में एमसीडी ने कितने एनक्रोचमेंट ड्राइव किए हैं? चलिए अभी एमसीडी के इलेक्शन आने वाले हैं। आर यू सेइंग तलहा, आर यू सेइंग दैट बिफोर दिस इलेक्शन कोई एंटी एनक्रोचमेंट ड्राइव एमसीडी नहीं किया? हाँ या ना?
के बीच
हाँ या ना?
माहौल पैदा करने के
एमसीडी, अरे माहौल छोड़िए ना, माहौल एमसीडी पिछले एक साल से बना रही है। अभी मैं आपको बताऊंगी एक साल में कितने एंटी एनक्रोचमेंट ड्राइव यहाँ चले हैं।
मुझको ये बताइए, महरौली में जो फार्म हाउसेज है उसके खिलाफ एंटी एनक्रोचमेंट ड्राइव क्यों नहीं होता?
चलता है।
जो बड़े बड़े नेता,
आपको पता नहीं होता पर चलता है। छतरपुर फार्म्स में फार्म्स के खिलाफ ड्राइव हुई है।
आप मेरी इन्फॉर्मेशन बढ़ा दीजिए, आप बता दीजिए। आप जब सारे लॉजिकल और फैक्ट्स के साथ बात करते हैं, आप बताइए कहाँ होता है प्रॉब्लम?
चलिए अब मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ। By the way, everyone is talking about the 9th of May and saying that there is this anti-minority sentiment, etc. On the 3rd of May, when nobody bothered, including Talha or Fazal or Professor Varshney, the Karni Singh shooting range, there was a massive anti-encroachment drive that was carried out there. These are visuals from the anti-encroachment drive that was carried out in South Delhi by the same municipal corporation on the 3rd of this month. Nobody had a problem. Why? Because it was the Karni Singh shooting range. But the moment it becomes Shaheen Bagh, suddenly the law changes. Karni Singh shooting range, law applies. Shaheen Bagh, apparently, Fazal Ahmad, no law applies. There people of Shaheen Bagh will decide whether the bulldozer will work or not. Fazal Ahmad. अरे सर, जो एनक्रोचमेंट करेगा प्रोफेसर वार्ष्णेय उसी के खिलाफ होगा ना एक्शन। या जिसका घर वहां पे बना हुआ है उसको बुलडोजर चढ़ा देंगे जस्ट टू मेंटेन इक्वालिटी? I mean, what kind of a logic is this? What kind of a logic is this, Professor Varshney?
They cannot go to the
Professor Varshney is giving bizarre.
Send them to the elitist localities. They can dare too.
Padmaja.
Yeah. I'm giving a bizarre logic. Please send your bulldozer to the Gujarat and see how monopoly has captured the land of the Kutch.
Sir, you go send bulldozers, na? Wherever you are there, you send bulldozers. In Kerala, you run bulldozers everywhere. Wherever you want, you please deploy your bulldozers wherever there is illegality. The point is, in this present case, you cannot factually bear out that this is a witch hunt.
In communal manner. We have never used the word bulldozer in communal manner.
But sir, if there is illegality, by all means, you should use it. Ratan Sharda.
Yeah. Who allowed this? If there is a
Ratan Sharda.
from last 20 years, I would like to know.
प्रोफेसर साहब, मुझे पता आपको बहुत गुस्सा आता है, प्लीज अब बात करने दीजिए मुझे. In Chennai today, there has been an anti-encroachment drive where a person tried to immolate himself. Has any of these worthies objected to that? Have they spoken against that? Were not bulldozers used? Those people are not human people, but they were not human because probably they were Hindu encroachment drives, not secular homage drives. This is the way you should think about it. You talk of constitution. Supreme Court says let the bulldozer work, let the municipal corporation work. You go to Supreme Court, when you don't get the judgment, you said we will stand on the roads. And the Supreme Court has been reduced to magisterial court. So for a BMC level, you have power enough, money enough to go straight away to Supreme Court. You said it's a Muslim area. It's a crime. So today, India is to be divided into Muslim area and non-Muslim areas. So any demolition of temples, 200, 300-year-old temple doesn't work, doesn't mean anything. Chennai, entire colony is destroyed. Nobody will speak. And suddenly here, because so-called Muslim area, you will say law should be different. Is that the view you want to say? You talk of institutional bias. Padmaja has just given a list of encroachment drives across Delhi on different days. Are they all Muslim areas?
Shahid Ali, and also I want to once and for all call out this myth of Muslim areas. For the longest time, when the Jahangir Puri demolition drive took place, we were told, oh, it is being targeted because it's a Muslim area. Isn't it, Shahid Ali? Is that your argument, that Jahangir Puri was targeted because it's a Muslim area, Shaheen Bagh is targeted because it's a Muslim area? Is that what you think? Shahid Ali?
Padamja, absolutely, I think so. These actions are not only biased, inimical, but also discriminatory. I will give you an example, the best example. In my own writ petition number 8523 of 2017, mind it. In North Delhi, there is an area in this Holambi Kala. There are 7 Hindu temples, unauthorized 7 Hindu temples, which were constructed on parks. One masjid was also constructed on park. There are 3 gurdwaras were also constructed on parks. MCD took action only against masjid, Bilal Masjid. We approached the Honorable High Court that masjid should not be singled out. If you take action against all, or spare masjid as well. Then the MCD filed an affidavit before the Honorable High Court of Delhi. See, yes, just a moment. They said that we will demolish all structures, irrespective of the religion, whether those are Hindu, belongs to Hindu religion, Muslim religion, Christian religion, Gurdwara religion, the Sikh religion. But only Bilal Masjid was demolished in 2017, and till date, no action has been taken.
Sanju Verma,
against any
reeks of partisanship. This example reeks of partisanship.
And any other, just a moment. We have no problem. We have no problem at all with mandirs, with Gurdwara, with Girjakars. That's why we never filed such petition again.
No. There should be a problem. In this country, any illegality, whether it is by a temple or a masjid or a gurdwara, should face equal action. But okay, answer on this, Sanju Verma, on this issue of partisanship. Let her answer. Yes, Sanju Verma. It breeds distrust when action like this is taken in a partisan fashion. Sanju Verma.
You know, Padmaja, I have not interjected. I need my time. Thank you. This allegation that the illegal encroachment drive in Shaheen Bagh is to polarize communities ahead of elections. I will just nail that argument. It's a whole lot of hogwash because in March 2019 in Indore, 50 illegal structures including temples, shops and buildings were razed to the ground. In January 2021, the Hanuman Chowk was demolished by the Aam Aadmi Party to make way for the Chandni Chowk Aam Aadmi vote. Then in July 2021, you had temples razed in Tamil Nadu to build a smart city. Then you had in April 2022, just last month, you had a 300-year-old shivling which was demolished, but you had 85 shops, temples and other structures that were demolished. So my simple point is this, जब हिंदुओं के टेम्पल अलवर में, राजस्थान में, इंदौर में कहीं पर भी डिमोलिश होते हैं, never does a Hindu stand up and say that I am being victimized. But when an illegal masjid is demolished, when an illegal idgah is demolished, why do Muslims play victim card? हर बार आपको में विक्टिम कार्ड कौन की जरूरत क्या है, ये जरा समझाइए.
Talha.
Who is playing the victim card in Rajasthan? The Shiv temple of 300 years old. Who is playing the victim card in Rajasthan? What happened with Jahangiri Mosque? आप जहांगीरपुरी में आप मस्जिद का दरवाजा तोड़ देते हैं, उसी लाइन में मंदिर का दरवाजा.
अरे भाई कितनी बार वही वाला जो डिबंक्ड आर्गुमेंट है, बार बार तला वही आप लेकर के आ जाते हैं. The wall of the grill of the temple was also removed. And once and for all, just a second. I am very glad you brought up the issue of Jahangirpuri. Just a second. Since you brought up the issue of Jahangirpuri, here are some interesting statistics. Because today, Talha and Shahid, Mr. Shahid Ali, listen to this. Today, the South Delhi Municipal Corporation actually filed an affidavit in the case of Jahangirpuri, where they gave a list of people who had been affected by the demolition. You would be very interested to know these statistics. In the annexure they have submitted, pay attention to this, Talha. They have said that in Jahangirpuri, B block School, Mangal Bazar Road, encroachment drive on 11 April 22. There were a total of 62 people who were affected. 62 people. Do you know how many of these 62 were Muslims? 3. Nuruddin, Muhammad Ishaq, Anwar Ali. 3. That's it. When it comes to the area of C block, school boundary wall, total of 43 people were affected. Do you know how many of them were Muslim? 1. And then you have the encroachment drive of 20th of April 22, total of 34 people affected. How many were Muslim there? There were 30 people who were affected. That is as far as statistics are concerned, and the entire argument, Ratan Sharda, that Muslims are being affected in a Muslim area. First of all, there is no Muslim area. It might be a Muslim majority area, but an illegal construction by a Hindu or a Muslim or a Sikh or a Buddhist or a Jain should face action, and no citizen can come in and say, you can't do it, we will decide. Ratan Sharda. And that remains the bedrock of what this country should function as. Ratan Sharda.
I have been long enough a citizen of metro city like Mumbai, where regularly places of worship are removed from the footpaths, including all the small temples, but hardly majasas removed, crosses which are done after the consent of the Christians and put in a proper place. So to say that encroachment drive affects one or the other, if you are saying that poor people should not be touched, that is Professor Vaishna's argument, then of course 50%, 60% of the city should be given up, because you will never make a low-income house for those people. You will allow all illegal structures to come on the road. You will make life of the city horrendously unlivable in the name of poor. Poor can work, they can be provided houses. Why they are not provided? In Mumbai, there is still some rehabilitation project. Is there any so in Delhi? Any other city? No, sir. Because we thrive on poor votes. We thrive on illegal constructions. Our people make money on illegal construction. They get protection money. They get votes for protecting those poor people. That is the reason this racket survives and thrives. And to give it a communal color is the most useless and stupid argument our people can make. They create hate. They want to use every opportunity to stop this. Shaheen Bagh was created on illegal premises. It was allowed to flourish. It was allowed to create riots. Daily riots ended up from Shaheen Bagh. Today they want to create more riots. Whether you respect law or not, that is a single question. Tell me whether you approve the Supreme Court judgment or not. You will not approve any judgment which goes against your liking. So judiciary is good, constitution is good, as long as it suits your purpose. The day it goes against you, you will start abusing courts, you will start abusing law, you will start abusing the person who is implementing law. That is the basic problem.
And the simple thing is, even if you disagree with what the court has said, you cannot sit in the middle of the road in front of a bulldozer and say, we will physically stop it. There are courts which can be appealed to. That is the recourse that every single citizen of the country takes. One doesn't understand how can Shaheen Bagh be any different. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, and Sanju Verma for joining me. And just by the way, for those who think that it's only the Muslim areas, so-called Muslim areas, which are being targeted, tomorrow the bulldozers are reaching New Friends Colony.